I get that. V, from your point of view, from a City perspective, what did you think Chelsea got wrong when playing you today, or was it simply a case of you were just better? How do you see it from that perspective as a City fan?
Yeah, as I saw it, and first shout out and credit to the Pride of London. It was a battle of a game. I think what they failed to do was actually press us relentlessly. Like when clubs have gotten joy off of us, not necessarily the entire 90 minutes, but you got to press us, and you have to make yourself vulnerable. I think we are able to take advantage in this moment where we haven't in the past because Holland was complete today. Like Holland was making those runs, and he was also making himself available to hold up play. Right, he held up play in a few instances, and I think that's what really hurt them. I was screaming at my TV because Cucurella was having a brilliant game. The way he was defending that side and closing out, I was praying for a ball just to go over top. Like, please, as he's closing out, whether it was onto Nunez, please put that ball over top, give Holland a chance, and we were able to do it. Another thing, I wasn't able to change my background, but this is why I praise Ederson so much. I believe he's tied the record for most assists from a keeper in the Prem. This is why I praise him so much, because it's not just about putting the ball over there. It's about the weight. It's about the direction. And he gave Holland more than one opportunity to punish Chelsea. We are still the same vulnerable City. Our midfield and trying to keep up with pace, trying to keep up with being ran through is still there. I was looking at Gundo and those tired legs. I was looking at Kova and those tired legs, and I was like, Chelsea aren't taking advantage of it. So thank you so very much. But we just had a phenomenal game with regards to players that had to step up. Holland, Foden, the debut from Marmoush.
Yeah.
He's going to be so quality. And if there's guys, Professor, because you know ball, Professor, if there's ever the possibility of KDB playing more so the Gundo double pivot role with Kova, like let's take Gundo out, let's drop KDB a little further back and have Marmoush and Holland do that up top, I think we could have a lot of joy. But hey, that's to wait and see. I'm happy with the win. I'm looking at a top 4, maybe top 3 battle right now. I'm not going to get too giddy and talk top 2, but hey, I'm looking at Forest. I'm looking at Chelsea, obviously, and I'm looking at an opportunity to stay ahead of Newcastle as well. And I respect them so much. So I'm happy with the win, man.
Yeah. I hear you on that. Charles here says, any interest in, I'm going to get his name wrong again.
Kozanov.
Because yes, in his debut, I mean, he had a bad start.
He had a bad first 3 minutes. Yeah.
He had
a bad first. Listen, again, when I said I was surprised for Pep to throw in these new signings into this game, I mean it. Like Kozanov, he's 20 years old, doesn't speak English, right? So the communication factor was going to be huge. I wish he could have been partnered up with the Diaz, because that's really our leader, our captain, really. So he was off to a huge match, and he made a mistake. He was in two minds. Like, do I kick it back to Ederson? It cost us a goal. And then he went in for, again, head still hot. And I've seen this because Nunez did this in the United game. You're just, you don't know what to do. The game's moving so quickly. He went in for a tackle and then caught a quick yellow. I was so happy that Pep gave him time to kind of settle down. I also saw the leadership when many want to question, what does Bernardo Silva mean to the club? What does he do? Bernardo dropped back, I think kind of held his hand a little bit. Things got a little calmer. He chased down. He stopped a few attacks. He's going to be good. I like the pace of him. I like the strength of him. The communication, getting familiar with the club is going to be needed. But listen, the young players got a future at Manchester City.
Yeah. Just to let you know, this is a quote just from Enzo Maresca. He has just said, "We trust Robert Sanchez for sure." So, but having said that, what was anyone expecting him to say? I've got to be fair with him on that. Who's the better keeper, Sanchez or Onana?
Spider-Man meme. Onana
is a better
The thing
keeper.
is, I wouldn't swap. I would keep, if I had to choose, I'd keep Onana. Is what I would say to that. But There we go. This is an interesting one. I want to put this to the City fans as well. Blaze says, I'm humble today, but let's not lie. Marmoush didn't do any more than Madueke did. Got bodied by Reece. Guardiola was more of a threat on the left-hand side. Do you agree with that, Hamza? Do you think that it was a poor debut from Marmoush here? Blaze saying he didn't do anything and he got bodied.
Listen, first Terry, shameless for bringing me 1 hour late when I've won my first game. Like, we should be the ones celebrating and we should be talking beginning. You allowed everyone to talk and we were the last ones.
Well, first of all, I'm just
thinking at you. Listen, you're ready to
Wait. Let me just say something. Firstly, you were the last one here. You were late. And also, when you lost midweek, you didn't turn fucking up. Do one. Anyway, back to you.
Big up Terry, man. Big up Terry and the Terrace, man. Listen. I think today, Omar Marmoush, what I saw from him, Terry, was impressive. Like, literally impressive. Like, the ability of making constant run. And we didn't pick him up. I think he made 6-7 lethal runs. Like, literally, he dragged Reece James in and he just made a run. And he's very fast. And Bernardo turned around and I was frustrated. And that frustrated me. Akanji didn't pass him on the right time. He was about to make a run. We need to pick him up. Pep needs to speak to these guys because that can cost us. To me, listen, excellent performance by Omar Marmoush today. I think what I saw is we've signed a top-notch player who's 25 years old. The players just come in last 2 days ago. And he's already been impressive. I think I'm lucky. We're very lucky to have him. I think he's definitely a starter. He definitely started for Man City. What I saw, I was very impressed with him. And I think he'll score many goals. I think end of the season, he might even score 10 goals. 10 Premier League goals. He's making the right runs. He was as soon. Do you see that mistake where the guy shot, he spilled it? Guess who was the first person there? Marmoush. Anticipation. We used to see from great players like, what's the name? Scholes and on these guys. Lundberg used to pounce in. Players, Lampard, perfect. Pounces in. Those players are very, very clever. I think he's going to do well. To me today, I'm excited we won 3-1. I think Chelsea are a good team, but today's performance, I think they should be disappointed as fans because to me, not only the keeper, the midfield, that's 100. The keeper they were talking about, they had 7 keepers. Terry, they've got 8 keepers. They've got 8 keepers.
Wow.
And I can name them. They've got 8 keepers that I looked at. And that's Sanchez, Kepa's still on their books. Philip Johnson was signed for 20 million. Mike Penders was signed for 17 million from Genk. Slolina was signed for Chicago Fire. Marcus Bettinelli is there. Petrovic is there. Luka Bestrom is there. That's 8. Eddie Beach is there, and there's other goalkeepers in the squad.
Why are you including our under?
How can you sign 10 goalkeepers and you're telling me you need another
under 21 goalkeepers?
I'm just saying. No, but you signed for me.
We didn't say from our the last few days of
the club made a mistake. You can't sign 10 keepers.
Lucas Bergstrom and Eddie Beach are under 18.
All right. Don't focus on those two. Don't focus on those two. Ignore those two.
Stop running this stupid narrative of 8 goalkeepers. It is washed. It is stupid.
But that you blame the recruitment. I blame my recruitment for making errors. Your recruitment made the wrong mistake. When you're spending 17 million, you should go and get an elite player, a centre.
17 mil elite players, God.
No, a goalkeeper who can come in.
God,
I would have signed
elite players. God.
So to me, I'm feeling sorry for Chelsea. Their centre back today, the pairing, Erling Haaland ran them right. He caused problems on Chalobah and Kowu. Constant making that run. And I saw from that, I'm thinking, hold on, this is a centre back pairing. Chelsea, you used to be the team that builds from the back. You used to be a fantastic team from the back. The likes of Terry, Ivanovic, all these guys, Leboeuf even back on the way to Desai. I used to remember Chelsea. Now Chelsea just concede goals. The heritage was like tough Italian defense. If you beat us, if you concede 1 goal, we will not concede more than that. I never used to see Chelsea concede 3 or 4. Now it's common. So to me, I'm seeing Chelsea were very poor. To me, they played very poor. Sorry, I had a phone call. I'll let you guys go.
Oh, okay. Cheers. More important than us. Sorry, that made me die.
Terry, I wanted to mute you. I didn't want to.
No, it's fine. I'm only joking, my friend. I can take it. This Chelsea fan here says Scolari, Bumpard, AVB, Potter, Modeska. He then throws Arteta in there. Project managers, their projects never provide any trophies. It's a joke and excuses to hide shortcomings.